Hello, Aries. Welcome in to your reading for the month of November or whenever this message might find you. I'm just going to get started with a little bit of Palo Santo. Thank you, Sacred Palo Santo, for raising our energy, raising the energy of our environment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new here, welcome. Hello, I'm Jenny. I'm a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach. I am a retreat host, and I like to do these videos here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being a part of our collective. And you've probably noticed I've been away for the last couple of months here. You guys, we've got the 11/11 portal coming up, the manifestation portal on November 11th. And let me tell you, last year I did an event where I was manifesting an acreage. And you guys, I manifested my acreage. I moved in August. We moved out of our dream home into our dream property, which is really, really fantastic. I am now the proud chicken mama of dozens of chickens. We get so many eggs. It's so incredible. And it just goes to show you the power of manifestation. So I will have another manifestation event on the 11/11 portal through the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership. So you can find the link to join that down below in the comments. Let's get started with your energy. What is your primary energy? What is the primary energy for the Aries collective? I almost said Sagittarius there. So I wonder if some of you have strong Sagittarius placements, or if you have a Sagittarius in your life that's very important. That there's something around that Sagittarius in your life right now. So just keep that in the back of your mind if that resonates with you. And of course, if you're not resonating with any of these messages today, it is a general reading for the collective. So please make sure to check out your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, your Venus, or really anywhere else in your chart. What is the primary energy for the Aries collective in the month ahead, please? Okay, I'm getting energy healer. You guys, of course you're an energy healer. You're tapped into my collective energy. I love this so much. This says that your ability to heal yourself and to heal others is really needed right now. I imagine you're on your path because you're watching this video, but no matter where you are in your journey, this is saying that there's a deeper layer that's ready to come through for you. There's some deeper healing. For some of you, this could be ancestral healing. For a lot of you, it's going to be childhood healing. And for some of you, it might just be something that's been going on recently that you really, really need healing from. Our healing journey is never ending. Well, that's what we're here for. Peeling back the layers. I know it sounds so cliche, but peeling back the layers like a layer of an onion. Maybe you've already healed something before and you're like, why is this coming up again? It's coming up again because you're a different person than you were then. You're able to look at this from a totally different perspective. You're able to look at this from a more healed version of yourself. And if you're new on your journey and you don't know where to start, I mean, there's so many different ways to start. What resonates best with you? For some of us, it's therapy. Personally, I learned that therapy can only get us so far in our journey. There's something that needs to be released. I can feel like I'm about to sneeze. And usually when I'm working with people, I will purge for them. So I might sneeze, I might cough, I might get gas, I purge, or maybe I'll even start sweating. But I typically do purge for those that I'm working with when I'm working on them and with them. And I have this feeling in the back of my nose like I'm going to sneeze. And maybe some of you have been having that experience yourself as well. I remember once upon a time, I used to sneeze so quietly. I'd be like this teeny tiny little sneeze. And now when I sneeze, it's like, whoa. And it's because it is an energetic purge. The body is so smart. The body knows how to purge energy. And we do that through tears, through laughter, through sweat, through all of the ways that I just mentioned. But there's definitely something here that's ready to be released for you, Aries. And I want to mention that we have so much cosmic support in the month ahead. Let's start with the very beginning of the month, October 31st. The veil is at its thinnest. So we're starting this month with this beautiful opportunity to be able to connect with spirit more than any other time of the year. We can connect with our higher self. We can connect with God. We can connect with our angels, our ancestors, our spirit guides and allies. So take advantage of that opportunity. And then shortly after that, we have a full moon on November the 5th, a full moon so close to when the veil is at its thinnest. This is such a good chance to release. What are you ready to release? Are you ready to release resentment towards someone else? Are you ready to release your own toxic behaviors, beliefs, patterns, habits, because let's be real, that's what this journey is about. We're not here to change other people. We're here to change ourselves. We're here to heal ourselves. We're here to look at the mirror and see what it is about ourselves that we're causing ourselves our own misery, really, is what I'm getting for you. And hey, for me too, I always resonate with all of these readings. And let's be real, we all have Aries somewhere in our chart, right? We all have Aries leading a house, or we have different placements in Aries. It's going to be different for every single one of us. Let's see what is going to be the biggest challenge for the Aries collective in moving through this energy in the month ahead, please. I actually feel like these two want to come out, okay? Okay, first one, automatic negative thoughts. I had a feeling when I was saying releasing negative beliefs, that felt really strong. Like for a lot of us, it's about releasing negative beliefs. When we notice those automatic thoughts, like, yes, think them. Okay, you're going to think them. This isn't toxic positivity. Okay, I do not like toxic positivity. It's not high vibe all the time. It's not no bad vibes, no bad days. No, that's super toxic. We're going to have those negative thoughts. We're going to have situations and circumstances and people that really rub us the wrong way. We're going to be triggered, and that's just a part of life, okay? But what this automatic negative thoughts card is saying, it's showing up as a challenge for you. So it could be challenging for you to get out of your own head. What I recommend when we're having a lot of negativity or negative self-talk, things like that, or when we're making a mountain out of a molehill, or we're choosing to give so much energy and focus to situations that are beyond our control, what happens is it lowers our vibration, right? And then we end up doing the things that cause self-sabotage. We end up procrastinating. We end up avoiding the things that we know will help us. A lot of the times we tap into our unhealthy coping mechanisms. So you might find yourself binge eating or eating your emotions. You might find yourself leaning on different substances, drugs and alcohol. You might find yourself zoning out on your phone. Okay, your homework, should you choose to accept it, Aries, is to take a look at your screen time. And I mean, I feel like a hypocrite when I say this because I know you're watching me on a screen right now. But as soon as this video is over, shut it off, look at your screen time, and make yourself a goal. The goal isn't to go from 100 to 0, but make yourself a goal to reduce that screen time a little bit, because that's what happens when we go into automatic negative thoughts, is that we end up tapping into our unhealthy coping mechanisms. Now, I am also getting mentor here in your challenge area. So it feels to me like you're not meant to do this alone, that there is someone who's meant to guide you. And we do always call in the right coaches, the right mentors, the right counselors, the right teachers, the right guides, the right people. We always call them in when we're in that space where we are needing additional support. And support is key on this journey. I definitely would not be where I am if it weren't for all the different coaches and mentors and teachers and guides that I've worked with. I do open up 5 one-on-one sessions every month. So you can definitely take a look at the link for that down below in the comments if my energy is calling to you. But mentorship might be somebody totally different. It might even be a good friend, or it might even be an author. I feel for some of you, you'll read some books, or there are some books that would be very beneficial for you to read in the month ahead. And this is the perfect time for it, right? The days are getting shorter. There's not as much sunlight. What a beautiful opportunity to cozy up to a warm book. I feel like some of you are doom scrolling at night. Some of you are like, maybe you're playing games on your phone or a tablet or a laptop or something, or maybe you play video games. Some of you are binge watching Netflix. Some of you are doom scrolling TikTok. Take that time where you would be doom scrolling and get yourself a good book, a highly recommended book. Maybe it's attached to your spiritual journey. Again, you got your primary energy is energy healer. So I would definitely encourage you to read books that will help you learn how to tap more into your own natural gifts. Ooh. I just got truth bumps, you guys. Truth bumps. That's a good one. What will help the Aries collective? I almost said Sagittarius again. So interesting. And my Sagittarius reading was done days ago. So it's so interesting that Sagittarius is coming up. Who is a Sagittarius in your life? I feel like your healing could be related to a Sagittarius. Maybe some of you have a Sagittarius parent or child. I know an Aries in my life who has a Sagittarius child, so that's ironic. But remember, you're healing. When you heal yourself, you heal on a physical, on a cellular level. You heal 3 generations backwards and 3 generations forward. But on a spiritual level, you heal 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. So your children will inherit your trauma. They will, period. We can't control that. Your children will inherit your trauma. So you doing your healing is going to lessen the healing that your children have to do. There's something here around doing your own healing and it having ripple effects. You got the energy healer card. So again, your ability to heal yourself and to heal others is needed in the world right now. There's something here about you really needing to understand that the healing that you do on yourself isn't just going to benefit you. It's going to have ripple effects with the people around you, like the people you spend the most time with, the people you talk to, your friends, your neighbors, your family, your coworkers. But more than that, you're going to be healing your ancestral lineage. You're going to be healing for your children and your children's children and your children's children's children, right? There's so many layers to this. What will help the Aries collective align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest timeline in the month ahead? Are some of you getting headaches? You'll have to let me know in the comments if you are. I feel like some of you could be getting headaches. And headaches are like a buildup of tension, right? And it's like, yeah, this needs to be released. Something needs to be released. That full moon on November 5th, I feel like it's going to be really, really powerful for some of you to release something that you've been holding on to for a really long time. And then when we release, we make space for what's meant to come into our life. And just after the full moon, we've got the 11/11 manifestation portal. So yeah, release whatever you can on the 5th, make space for what's ready to come in. Okay, I'm getting past life connection. So you're healing past life wounds. So you have a lot of healing energy with you this month. I think this is so beautiful, Aries. You have so much healing energy. And I mean, if you're not healing, you're dying, right? If you're not healing, you're dying. So what are you going to do? You've got the choice here. Do you want to be healing or do you want to be dying? We're all going to die one day, but I don't know about you. I intend to live a good long life. I always joke around and I say I'm going to live 111 years. I am a shamanic healer and they say the shamans live a very, very long time. My teachers were just in Peru on a big trip. I couldn't go because we were in the middle of moving. And some of the shaman that showed up for that trip were in their 80s and 90s. And they're like, spring chickens, they're so young. They're so young at heart. So what are you doing, Aries? Are you healing or are you dying? Let's get a little bit of clarification. We will dive deeper into this in the extended reading. So again, if you'd like to join me for that, you can find a link down below in the comments for the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership. You'll get access to the 11/11 portal event that we're going to have on Zoom. And you'll also get access to a group reading that we do once a month as well. And the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership is the month to month. You don't have to sign up for a year or anything like that. And yeah, I'd love to see you there, but let's just clarify a little bit first here. So for energy healer, the clarification I get is connection. You're very connected to the heavenly realms. So you don't have to do this alone. You do not have to do this alone. Your spirit guides, your spirit allies, God, your angels, your ancestors, they're all here. They're all here to support you on this. I just heard get out of your own way. That feels like it was a very feminine energy that said, get out of your own way. You're creating your own suffering. You're creating your own misery. Get out of your own way. Your spirit guides and allies want to help you. Maybe prayer will be important for some of you. Ask and you shall receive, right? Now, I believe in INE, sacred reciprocity. So I like to give to my spirit guides and allies. I like to give to my ancestors. I like to give to Mother Earth before I ask for anything. So if that's resonating with you, it could be as simple as lighting a white candle for your ancestors, or lighting a white candle for your angels, or lighting a white candle for your guides. Maybe you give something to the earth, tobacco, flowers, fruits, whatever is resonating with you. Give an offering. And once you've done that offering, then ask and you shall receive. Let's get some clarification here on this automatic negative thoughts card for the Aries collective. Sagittarius is coming up in my head so much. Dark night of the soul. Yep. You can't get any more clear than that. Guys, automatic negative thoughts. You're going through a spiritual awakening right now. And for those of you who have already gone through a spiritual awakening, remember, it's not a one and done thing. It is absolutely not a one and done thing. Now, the dark night of the soul says that this could be a little bit of a lonely time because you're doing a lot of self-reflection, you're doing a lot of inner work, you're doing a lot of shadow work. Okay. That's key to energy healing, shadow work. So looking at your own shadow, looking in the mirror and seeing like, how am I contributing to this? Looking at your triggers. When you're triggered by someone else, it's telling you something inside of yourself that needs to be healed, right? Like if somebody is so triggering to you because they're healing out loud. I said this to another sign. I think it was Capricorn. Maybe you have Capricorn placements as well, because your messages are actually a little bit similar here. If you're triggered by someone healing out loud, maybe that's because you are afraid to do your own healing work, or you know subconsciously that you're not doing your healing work. So it's very triggering when somebody is. If you're really triggered, I feel like some of you have a throat chakra thing going on. Did I say that earlier? Your reading feels so similar to Capricorn. So similar. So I'm very curious if you have Capricorn placements in your chart. You'll have to let me know down below in the comments. But if you're triggered by someone who is very loud and outspoken and vocal and always speaks their truth, maybe that's triggering to you because you're afraid to speak your truth. There's some shadow work that needs to be done here in order for you to tap into your highest timeline. Again, I heard you're standing in your own way. So how do you do shadow work? Well, you could just journal. That's a super simple way to do it. Just journal. What is it in myself that I am so triggered by with this other person? What is this trigger showing me about myself? So think about who in your life is triggering you. It could be someone on the news. It could be like a public figure. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone you know, but I feel like for a lot of you it is. And again, this throat chakra is being activated. So it's like some of you might be speaking from your wound energy. Some of you might be speaking from a place of trauma, not speaking what your higher self truly wants to speak, not speaking from your heart, not speaking from your highest good. So what can you do to help work on that throat chakra? Maybe there's someone that you need to write a letter to. Don't actually give them the letter. Okay. Burn it on the full moon on November 5th. Don't actually give it to them. But maybe there's someone that you need to pour your heart out into. This could be a parent. This could be a spouse even. For some of you, this will be a child. You know, I'm a mom. I've got a lot of guilt for the way that I've shown up for my children. And a big part of my healing and my teaching has been looking at my shadow, looking at the way that I showed up for my kids and look at the way that I show up for them now. There's always room for improvement. And we can't show up as our best for anyone else if we're not showing up as our best for ourselves first. So are you getting enough water? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you spending too much time on the phone? That one, for it to come up again, when spirit gives us the same message more than once, it's like a great big exclamation mark, right? It's like, pay attention to that message. That message is for you. I feel like a lot of you will resonate. And I mean, it's 2025, of course. So many of us are just zoned in on the phone constantly. Let's see. Now, I have to go back to that Dark Night of the Soul card. The Dark Night of the Soul can be lonely as well. Maybe for some of you, you haven't had a lot of social interaction lately. Have you been hanging out with people outside of your family? Have you been talking to people outside of your family? Do you have any friends? And you don't need a lot of friends, but we do need some. We are tribal. Humans are tribal. We're meant to have community. Maybe you want to join a yoga class or a walking group or something like that. I actually feel like the best people for you to connect in with right now would be people of the same gender. People of the same gender for sure. So if you're a man watching, more men. If you're a woman watching, more women. Women's circles, sound baths. There's definitely a calling here for you to connect in with some more of your peers, because this Dark Night of the Soul card tells me that there's a loneliness that you've been feeling. A loneliness that can't be filled by a spouse or siblings or extended family, but a loneliness that can only be filled by peers. I mentioned earlier, you're calling in the right people. This mentor card tells me that you're calling in the right people right now, but you've got to release. You've got to release in order to make space for those people to come in. Can we get a little bit of clarity on this past life connection card, please? These past life wounds that are being healed by the Aries collective. What else does Aries need to know about these past life wounds, please? Angel numbers. Okay, so your guides are giving you, they're giving you messages. And actually, let's pull a card. You'll have to let me know in the comments, what angel numbers have you been seeing? And it might not be repetitive numbers. People are always like, oh, angel numbers, 111, 222, 555. Oh my gosh, 111 was right on the bottom there. What are the chances? I just used this deck earlier. 111, screenshot. Pause your thinking and hit the reset button. This ties into that automatic negative thoughts card, okay? Think of the universe as taking a screenshot of your frame of mind right now. Everything that's going on, all of your thoughts, feelings, goals, and dreams are going to be replicated. So if you are thinking, oh my gosh, the sky is falling, nobody loves me, you're going to attract more experiences like that. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, there's always drama, there's always conflict, everything sucks, you're going to attract more of that. This card says, get on a high vibe quickly so you can manifest your best life moving forward. Recall a positive memory that stirs an emotion such as love, peace, or gratitude right now in full living color. So every time you see 111, and if you see 1111, that's just 111 with a big exclamation mark at the end, like pay extra attention. When you see that number, this is an opportunity for you to look at your frame of mind. And it's a reminder that those automatic negative thoughts are attracting more of that into your life. Now, we will dive in deeper into this in the extended reading, so I hope you'll join me there. If you are enjoying my energy, I would be so grateful if you hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. It is the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. So that's super easy for you guys. Let's get one more message before we go into the extended reading, please. What else does the Aries Collective need to know about the month ahead, please? Ooh, that one didn't want to come out. I almost grabbed it and it was like, no, keep going. Awakening. You're no longer letting people dictate and ruin your life for you. You are taking control. You are taking the reins of your life. You're no longer allowing people to live rent-free in your own mind. You are doing the healing that you need to do to show up as your best. At least your soul's calling for you to do that. Are you going to do that? It's up to you. We all have free will. What you do with this message is up to you. You could choose to ignore it and nothing will change. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? But your soul is saying, hey, I'm ready for this next level of my healing. Is your human body, is your human mind going to take the invitation? That's totally up to you. The thing is, we have a mind and we have a body, but we are a soul, and your soul will bring you back to this place if you choose not to do anything with it. It's up to you, Aries. I hope that you make the choice of healing, because I know that on the other side of that is the most beautiful life that you can experience. So I'm excited to hear how that goes for you. Let me know in the comments how this resonated, and I will see you in the extended reading.